Hi there, everybody. My name is Dark Woke Tony. Welcome to my channel, and you're probably wondering to yourself, why is there a bald, ugly fuck and an absolute tyrant on my screen right now? Well, I'm going to answer that for you. I used to be a UFC streamer and content creator. Guess what? I'm not anymore because these two absolutely took the sport I loved and the sport I trained for and the sport that I dedicated myself to. They ripped it right away from me with one singular night. UFC Freedom 250. UFC Freedom 250. More like UFC Fascism 250. More like UFC fucking corporate greed 250. Fuck Dana White. Fuck Donald Trump. And we're going to get right into this. But I'm sure everyone would love a man or a woman or a transsexual to look at them the way that Dana White looks at Donald Trump. I mean, look at this. It's like you could see the bliss in his eyes. You could just see it, right? He's just like, hey, Donald. And he's like, hi, Dana. How are you? You look great. Donald, I need to tell you something. Dana, that's great. What do you need to tell me? Quite frankly, I don't want to hear anything from your bald-headed ass, but what do you have to tell me? I hit my wife. Dana White, let's take a look at some Dana White character stuff, right? So, I just made that up, but look at this. This is not made up. This is 100% real from over 2 years ago on New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day at a party between Dana White and his wife. So let's take a look at this. So right here we have Dana White. You can see they're at a party, right? And you see his wife right there clearly upset about something. Dana White says something right there. You could see he definitely turns. Now, I don't know if he was being apologetic. We don't know, right? We can only assume. Knowing Dana White, I assume that he probably said some misogynistic, sexist shit, even at his wife. I could definitely see him doing that. I'm not making any factual accusations, but that is something that Dana White would line up with, okay? So let's see what happens here. Getting into an argument, and boom! Oh, shit! So, I am not an advocate for anyone hitting their significant other, whether a man hits a woman, whether a woman hits a man, whether a transsexual hits another man. It does not matter. I don't care if you're in a relationship with some made-up, invisible man and you come into the ER with bruises all over you and say that he beat the shit out of you. Guess what? I'm going to call you crazy. I'm also going to say that's not right. So, let's keep going into this. Dana White's wife just slapped the shit out of him, LOL. But let's see what kind of man Dana White is to respond to a woman hitting him in the face, slapping him in the face. Not hard, but still, you shouldn't put your hands on anybody. What happens? I don't know if you saw that. Let's take another look at that. Let's get an instant replay on the woke cam here, everybody. We're going to call out some bullshit, non-woke, absolute aggressive behavior here, everybody. No, Dana White. That is wrong for you. Tisk, tisk, bitch. So he gets hit one. Not just one, but you see he grabs her hair. Did you see how her head popped back up? Guess what? If you just got slapped in the face, would your first instinct be, oh my God, that guy slapped me in the face. Let me get my face even closer to where he can grab me. No, you're going to pull yourself out of danger. You could see Dana White have his arm up towards her head region, the non-slapping arm, and then she comes in for that slap. So to me, it looks like he grabbed his wife's hair and slapped her in the face a second time. And you people think that this guy is like the greatest thing of all, the greatest promoter, the greatest this. He should have promoted this fight. Why didn't he promote this fight? Mr. White versus Mrs. White going down at whatever the fuck club this is. Right? Why wouldn't you promote that? You're such a great promoter. Why wouldn't you put that? Probably because the optics weren't too good. That's why it's hard as fuck to find this video. Right? Dana White knows Mark Zuckerberg. He's in with all the tech guys, right? Think about it. He was talking about making Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg at the Roman Coliseum. Do we not remember that? I remember that. But anyways, he knows all these tech guys. It is hard as hell to find some of this footage, right? Some of this footage is very, very hard to find. Look, this one's from 3 years ago because anything new just instantly gets flagged and taken down. It's crazy. Dana White blasting his wife twice in the fucking face and then manhandling her like he owns her. That's probably what he thinks, and that's probably why he gets along great with this man right here, right? Because he thinks he owns anything he touches and anything he grabs. So I have had major problems with Donald Trump for years. I did not think that this was finally going to bleed over. This right here is just, fuck you, we're going to control everything we want and do. This is ridiculous. He is in with the Trumpers, and we all know it, and we all see it. So we want to talk about rig this and rig that, and this is going on, and this is going on. So I want to talk to you guys about some insider information and insider trading on the sports scale here, everybody. Daniel Cormier, this happened right before goddamn UFC 250, right? Right before Daniel Cormier with Eric Trump in his DMs, probably that's probably not what he wanted to DM him, knowing Eric, but anyways, hey Daniel, I'm going to be attending UFC 250 tomorrow, saw you were casting, hope to see you there. Coming off as a fan, coming off, for once, normal. I don't know how the fuck Eric Trump comes off as normal. I have no clue. But, yo, Eric, didn't expect a DM from you, expect to meet you and the family, much love. Like, that's great, just a normal thing. Anything you could tell me about the fighters tomorrow, who you got winning, Eric Trump asks Daniel Cormier, UFC commentator, former UFC light heavyweight champion, former UFC heavyweight champion. Like, what you would think as a stereotypical definition of a man is actually the definition of a straight-up bitch. So, you placing any bets? Anyone in their goddamn mother knows that you can't ask someone in an organization about insider information. You placing any bets. That's not as much insider information, but dumb shit. You should know he's a commentator and he works for the fucking company. He does research on this shit. He has to maintain professionalism. He can't bet. Dummy. But it doesn't matter to Eric Trump because he follows it up. No, I can't bet. Are any of the fighters injured that you know? Why would he need to know that? Why would Eric Trump need to know that? Weird. Well, I'm not quite sure why you're asking me this. And Daniel Cormier playing stupid as a motherfucker. And he's on his knees for goddamn Trump. I mean, look at this. This is a deleted tweet. Look at all that. I'm deeply deleted, and he said it was fake. And he said that we were all fucking nuts for believing it. He was hacked and it was fake. Well, here's the thing. If you were hacked, how the fuck would you know it was fake? And you were hacked 2 minutes later, you made another tweet. So what, they hacked you and then just randomly you got back in? Or they were like, hey, we're done. And you get back in, dumb shit? You quit lying. You're a fucking liar. Everyone in the UFC, all these people that want to stick up for Dana White and Donald Trump in this organization specifically, you people are a fucking lie. Because this is insider trading 101, and it would not shock me in the slightest that that Ilia Topuria magically threw that last fight. He did not, never in his life has he ever fought like that. I've been following him since he was 7-0 on the Spain scene and in Cage Warriors. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not quite sure why you're asking me this, but I think they're all in good shape. Don't know what, duh. I'll just cut to the chase. Are any of the fights tomorrow rigged? I've been eyeing the Lopez fight, and I think an upset wouldn't be too unrealistic. $. Insider trading attempt 101. If Kash Patel had any competence in his goddamn life and wasn't a complete sellout of the Constitution and the law of the United States, this guy and this guy would both be getting a fucking phone call immediately to go meet with the FBI. And you'd be hearing about a lot more people starting to tumble down with them. This is ridiculous. This is the kind of shit I can't stand. Lying, getting caught in it, and then blaming the people that caught you in the fucking lie for it. Daniel Cormier, you're a piece of garbage. You're a MAGA stooge, and you know it. And it wouldn't shock me if I checked your Instagram and you magically got a new car, magically got a new boat, magically got all this, magically got money for your wrestling camp, right? The same thing that everyone the same way everyone told Khabib Nurmagomedov and his father, they did it with Putin. You're doing the same thing with Trump. Would not shock me in the slightest. I don't know about any of you sitting at home. So, getting back onto the actual UFC 250 and really what drove the nail home for me, everybody. History enters the octagon to commemorate the first championship ever hosted at the White House during the UFC 250 celebration. A historic collaboration. A historic celebration. What could it be? A special release. A defining moment. A collectible like nobody before. Trump coins, dude! Yo, man. Nah, I was wrong, man. I was wrong. I was playing you guys the whole time, man. I fucking love politics taking over my favorite fucking sport. Wasn't that the same thing all of you were bitching about with the NFL back in the day? Remember that knee and that arm coming up? And I remember, boo him. And then guess what? The next week, there were more. Boo. All because of the systemic injustice that was going on in this country, and they made it well fucking known. But guess what? You have people like Jerry Jones in the NFL out there telling people, telling his players, taking his beliefs away. The same way that you guys did with us about the Charlie Kirk thing. I noticed something. Right-wingers love to restrict our freedom of speech, love to restrict our freedom to choose. They love to restrict everything. But then when shit like this goes down, you guys see like Ray Charles, don't you? Jesus Christ. I fucking love having Trump coins in my fucking UFC. Now, let's get to the absolute heart of the matter, shall we? Not just that Donald Trump invested into the UFC's parent company TKO, not just that he now has fucking Dana White on speed dial to blow him whenever the hell he wants, right? This is my big fucking gripe, everybody. The current price of gold is approximately $4,047.77 per ounce in the United States. Trump gold coins. The 1 ounce coins. Oh, that's not even the right thing. I just love seeing it. Love seeing how he looks into him just like, you know, Donald, I always think about you. And I wanna... What do you want to do, Dana? I can't tell what you want to do with me right now. I don't know. Would you like to put it in my... Not gonna say that. That's a little too dark woke for dark woke Tony. Let's take a quick break. I will be right back with the page I gotta find. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for taking that quick little pause. This is exactly what I was looking for.
That's what we've been waiting for!
Yeah! The 1 ounce Trump coin UFC collaboration with fucking Donald Trump and stupid ass bald ass Dana White on it. Yeah! And look, he even put a fucking melted Thomas Jefferson on there. Yeah! Oh, that's supposed to be Trump? What the fuck? Why does it look like he's got like a fucking tumor or something growing on his chin? You know what? I just caught it right there. I'm on to you. But anyways, these shitty ass coins right here. These shitty coins right here. 1 ounce of fucking gold. Not even solid gold. $12,000. Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting scammed. And I'm here to tell you, and I hate to I love breaking bad news, especially to you people. You could wave goodbye to your fucking money. I hate that it's going to these fucking crooks, but I love that you guys can say sayonara to your goddamn money because people like you, irresponsible people like you, should not have it. I don't believe so. I believe that you people need to pay a logic tax because you lack it, so you need to give back in what you lack in logic, okay? So... $12,000, we just checked this out right over here, in which they are making roughly about $8,000 per fucking coin they sell. That is phenomenal right there. That shitty fucking looking, probably painted over quarter is worth $12,000. Where, when, and how the fuck? Man, oh man, I wish I would have went back to school to be scamming, right? I wish I would have learned at Trump University how to scam, because this is the move right here, ladies and gentlemen, is to take from your not wealthy, not billionaires, right? These aren't billionaires going out and buying this. This is dumb shits putting this on credit. You know it and I know it, that their interest is going to jack the hell up on their credit card tremendously just from this one purchase, that think that that they'll never, like, oh, well, I won't have to pay it back. Donald Trump will take care of it eventually. It's like, nah. But you enjoy overpaying $8,000 for something that you're probably going to lose, honest to God, because you guys have about as many brain cells as I got hairs on my ass. Not a lot. So, in short, everybody, I'm sorry for supporting the UFC. I'm sorry for being blinded by something I thought I loved and not seeing it turn into an absolute disgrace. Kind of like the Republican Party back in 2014 and 15, right? Trust me, we always didn't like you, but at the very least, we could understand and try to respect you as colleagues and understand from your point of view. Now, your whole shit just got hijacked and you don't know what the fuck it is anymore. And that's why you have people like Tucker Carlson jumping off ship, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who, I'll be honest, from my perspective, I think she should run for president, and I think the Democrats should help her with that. Take votes away from Donald Trump to make it easier for our true queen, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Please run for president in 2028 and save us. I believe that you are the only person that can do this. I do not believe in Gavin Newsom. I don't believe in too many of the other people. Please, we need our DSA members and our DSA supporters in there right now. We are not going to have Bernie around much longer, and I don't agree with Bernie about everything, but we need fresh blood in there, and we need to start getting this revolution kicked off the right way, or else shit like this is going to take over our whole entire country, everybody. I'll see you next time, comrades. Salute.